So today we're going to talk about new agent fundamentals. So first thing for a new realtor should realize what is a realtor. A realtor could be an entrepreneur or CEO of a company or a business owner or a service provider or just an assistant. It's your choice. So basically, a realtor, you're running a sales and marketing company. That's who you are. So if you're thinking to get employed and get paid whatever performance you do, then realtor is not a job for you. You should just quit right away because realtor is very, very challenging. You have to do everything yourself and push yourself to succeed. So first thing, becoming a realtor, you have to change your mindset. If you're still an employee, you can be assistant to some other successful realtor or being a team member. If you want to be entrepreneur, then you become an individual sales or become a team leader. So you have to believe in yourself. There's no secret to success. You have to work smart, and at the same time, you have to work hard. I would suggest you watch the movie Wolf of Wall Street because there are some good ideas, passionate about this movie, right? Becoming success. This guy used to be a poor guy and he chose to become rich, right? We're not talking about legal things today, but we're talking about the passionate, the mindset. So there are some quotes from this movie. And number one, the only thing stand between you and your goal is the bullshit story you're telling yourself as why you cannot achieve it. Okay, that's most the case. Number two is work until your bank look like a phone number, right? That's what you want to do. I want you to deal with your problems by becoming rich. So don't tell people about your problems, deal with them. When you become rich, your problem will become less problem or no problem. It's business. Leave your emotions at the door. So when you're going to a meeting, talking to a client, or going to an event, right? Put your emotions away. Don't let emotions stand in front of you, okay? When you talk to your client, put your emotion away. It's business, right? So I highly recommend you watch this movie. So what do you do to start? At the beginning, all realtors need income or saving. You can get a part-time job or you have a big chunk of money sitting in your bank account to keep you survive for the next 1 to 2 years. Why? Because if you quit a job, you still have to pay for food, car, cell phone, keep your kids feed, right? Entertainment, business expenses, and etc. So if you don't have that kind of income, you probably will have to quit in 6 months or so because you have no money, you're broke. So at the same time, either get a part-time job or save up at least $50,000 to keep you survive for at least 1 or 2 years. And number two, you need a goal and strong why. Why are you doing this business? Why are you becoming a realtor? Why do you want to make more money? Why do you want to succeed, right? You have to know why you're doing it. Otherwise, you're doing it for nothing. You have no passionate, you have no motivation. And number three, you need a business plan. You need a roadmap showing you how to get there. And number four is business related knowledge. That's real estate knowledge. You have to keep learning every day because real estate is not just buy and sell that simple. It's about everything in life. Number five is network. Most important, network, because if you know nobody, and nobody's gonna do business with you. So you gotta keep networking with different people, and different people you know, and they refer you different people. You gotta keep doing network. And the tools you need to become a realtor are cars, signage, business card, cell phone, and a laptop. That's it. So you don't need a huge investment on your car or fancy stuff, just something to get you to appointments. So you need to know why you're setting up your goal, right? Is it for money, or for career, or for your family, or for material? You want a nice car, or for retirement? You want to retire when you're 50s or 60s, and then you can go to the beach every day, or go to Europe, or travel around the world, right? And you have to set up a short-term, mid-term, and long-term goal, like 1-year goal, 5-year goal, 10-year goal, or even a lifetime goal. So you have to know why you're working. That's what help you to get up every morning and help you to achieve or help you to overcome obstacles when you facing them, right? So you gotta keep going. And you have to be professional, from little things like handshakes, how you dress, what about your hair, your language, how you say things, your body language, your skills, sales skill, marketing skill, and knowledge about real estate. And most important, ethics. Everything is based on ethics. If you make money without ethic, you won't go far, because it always come back to you. And you have to figure out what is your core value, right? When you are talking to your client, this core value will help you to achieve your goal. For example, your core value could be to help more families achieving their financial goal, or to achieve a location where they want to live, to help them sell their house and buy another house that they dream of, or to make your client more money and protect your clients from any risks, and create more successful agents. Maybe you want to become a mentor and teach more agents to become successful and make money and do charities, right? Some people, they like to go volunteer, or they like to donate money to people who needs help, right? Those all could be your core value. So as a realtor, you have many roles. For example, you have to do marketing, you have to be sales professional, you have to prospecting for client, and you have to do showings, tours, accounting, bookkeeping, and customer service, and probably 100 more tasks you have to do. But eventually, you want to give out those tasks that's not very essential to other people to help you run the business. So eventually, your team will look like this. You have admin stuff, maybe 1 or 2 or even 3. You have an accountant to take care of your bookkeeping or your financial stuff, and your assistant helping you to do buyer tour, showings, client follow-up, door knocks and stuff, coordinations. And your team member can be doing listing appointment or offer appointments, and your admin can help you on the marketing, bookkeeping, and book appointment, customer service, etc. And you can just do prospecting for client, networking, client relations, business development, and those essential stuff. So your goal is to eventually deal with only public relations, prospecting, and client relations. So before you start your business, you have to know yourself. What are your strengths and your weakness, right? Otherwise, you have no idea about yourself and you're getting into a war. And you should know if you're social person or people who has accounting background, have very good number sense or financial planning sense, or if you have sales background, you have a really good sales skill, or you're bilingual or 3 language, 4 language, those are your advantage. And well connected, you probably have a lot of connection around you, right? Maybe you're good at sports or entertainment. You can host really good party and events and help your client host events. And this way you can get more networking events going. And your weakness may be lack of social skill or language barrier, or probably you're new to the business, you don't have professional knowledge. So in this case, you should find a business partner to work with to fill in your weakness. For example, if you already have a good sales skill, but your lack of professional knowledge, just find somebody who is knowledgeable and they will help you on those real estate knowledge, right? Get a partner. And you have to choose a focusing area to work with at the beginning. Do not work everywhere, right? Because you don't have the time and knowledge to work on everything everywhere. So there are probably residential and commercial. So you have to choose which one you're good at. Residential is the easy one to start with. So probably you can start with condo, pre-sale, house, or luxury house if you have a connection to those wealthy people. And you can choose a city to work with, Vancouver, Richmond, or Burnaby, right? Then if you work in only one place, then you have more time. You don't have to run everywhere, spend hours and hours in your car traveling, right? And marketing. If you're good at marketing, then you can use marketing to prospect for client. You can get client from doing marketing, branding, logo, your photo, your style, and you do advertising online and offline, and budgeting. Don't go crazy on marketing. You have to have a good budget on your marketing so you don't overspend on your marketing, right? At the beginning, you probably will spend 50%, even probably 100% of your commission at the beginning. That's when you start with. But do not go crazy because you probably will go broke before you earn that money back. So normally in your business, marketing is probably around 10 to 15% of your commission or something is affordable to you. And channels, you can do social media like Facebook, YouTube, or WeChat. Now everybody's doing video marketing, right? It's a good tool and is free if you know how to shoot video and edit video. And website, you can print flyers or outdoor billboards or radio, or if you can do TV, right? But right now YouTube advertising is pretty cheap. You can shoot a little advertising and put it on YouTube, right? Those are all ideas. But marketing is about passive. You're drawing people to your attention and trying to call you. So those are passive ways getting clients. Prospecting is more active. You're going out, look for a client. So door knocking, cold calls, center of influence, and referrals from friends and families or past client. And host an event, a summer barbecue or Christmas party, or a business meetup, right? Investment meetup. So you're hosting event, inviting people to come here to meet you and talk with you and make friend with them. So those are some ways you can find clients, but those are not the only ways. You have to be creative. You have to take courses. You have to go out and take courses. And for example, when you get your license, go to the board. You have to take MLS Paragon. You have to know how to use Paragon very efficiently. You have to know how to use web form, how to write a contract on the web form, how to use web form to find a legal clause to put in your contract. And go to contract bootcamp. They will teach you how to write a good contract. Also take FinTrack course, because if you fail on FinTrack, you could be facing time in jail or huge, like $500,000 to $1 million punishment. How to deal with tenanted property, that you have to learn. You may only have trading license, so you do not know how to deal with tenant. If you have both trading license and management license, probably you know how to deal with tenant. But tenant is very tricky to deal with, so you have to take this course. And win-win negotiation. Negotiation is happening every day, every moment. So it's not only during the business, it's all over your life. So you have to know how to do a win-win negotiation. Business knowledge. You have to know everything before you get into the business, or you have to learn while you're doing the business to save some time. So ethics and laws. If you violate laws, then you probably will be punished by the council or by the government, right? So you have to know what laws you have to obey and ethics. Real estate knowledge, so that you can learn from YouTube, you can learn from textbook, you can learn from colleagues around you. And prospecting, you have to know how to do prospecting for client. And real estate script, you have to know what to say to your client, what to ask your client. And those scripts, you can call me and I can give you some scripts you to work with. And book appointment, you have to know how to book appointment. It's about time management. And CMA, comparable market analysis, you have to know how to appraise a property, right? How to write a good, proper contract and paperwork. Those are important, because if you screw up on your paperwork, this could lead you to legal litigation. Time management, sign a listing. You have to learn all those are basic stuff. Sales skill, get a help from a coach, right? I used to hire a coach for $1,000 a month at the beginning of my career to teach me how to do it. But around you, there are so many good people are willing to teach you, right, in this company. So reach out to me and I'll help you if you need help. Self-practiced, you can practice in front of your mirror about your script, your sales, right? Listen to yourself by recording it and play it back. And if you feel comfortable listening to yourself, then you're good at your scripts. Read a book, right? There's audibles and all sorts of source. And go to a class, the board class and other outdoor classes, right? There are psychology potential course. There's like Tony Robbins business mastermind. There's Grant Cardone, also business mastermind, etc. Those are really good classes to attend. They're not cheap, anywhere from $1,000 to $10,000. And company trainings, YouTubes, Audibles, WeChat readings, all those can help you to gain more knowledge and develop your business. Create a database for your past client, current client, and also potential client, contractor list. Because, for example, if you need something fixed, you can't find somebody you never used before. You have to create a contractor list to fix your plumbing, to fix your floor, to fix your roof, right? You have to find somebody reliable to work with and to refer to your client when they're in a need. Client relationship management, right? You have to manage your client relationships by using some softwares, because if you don't use them, you probably never talk to your client again. The one I use most is Excel and MailChimp. There are some other software like Top Producer, Business Connect, Cooper, etc., and also Dropbox to manage your files, Google Drive or OneDrive, whatever, right? So you have to use those tools to manage your files. Ethics, honest to client, fully disclose to client, and don't guess an answer. There's nothing wrong with I will get back to you, right? Because rather telling a wrong answer is worse, much worse, because you're putting yourself on a huge liability by telling a wrong answer. So you just tell client, that's a really good question. I will get back to you once I get some professional advice, right? Time management. So every day we only have 24 hours, right? So you probably have only 2 hours to spend with your family, and you have to do 2 hours on prospecting for client and 3 hours showing properties and meeting clients, getting stuff signed for 2 hours, and you have to study for 1 hour, and probably you have to relax for 1 hour, and you have to sleep for at least 7 hours, and you have to eat for 3 hours every day, and you have to probably driving back and forth and during showings for probably 3 hours on driving. So that's how much time you spend every day. You have to adjust your time management. Technologies. So you have to learn about new technologies that could help your business. For example, you could download an app called HomeSpotter. That's for realtors. Very good app for realtors to connect with client or to search listings. PDF readers, for example, Adobe Reader, Adobe Fill and Sign, or PDF Expert. Those are good softwares. And digital signatures like DocuSign, Authentic Sign, Sign Now, etc. There's so many of them. And PDF24 is also good software, and it's for PCs. It can combine and convert PDFs. That's for Microsoft Windows only. And cloud drives, and that's like Dropbox and stuff. And Central Smart, that's for your key card. Usually you see a lot of them using Central Smart in Fraser Valley area because people don't show up for showings. You have to open lock boxes and download this app. Touchbase is good. Realtor.ca is a good app to use because it has some information that we probably need for the neighborhood. It's really good. And also Canva. Canva is really good for making flyers. Magic Plan is good app for making floor plans. And TurboScan is good for scanning your document and email to people right away and convert it into JPEG or PDF. WeChat and editors, those for social media for Chinese Mandarin using. And Upside Down is a really good app for ordering long signs. It's pretty reasonable price and easy to use. Upside Down is really recommended. Services. So you have to provide your best service to your client with honesty, integrity, and trustworthy, right? Without this, you will not get return client or any referrals. Create a program for your client. For example, when you're doing listing to your client, what kind of service you're providing, photos, videos, fancy flyers, etc. For buyer client, you have to do a market analysis and tour with them and etc. You have to create a list of services that you will provide for both listing client and buyer client, right? And also client care system. After client bought a home or sold a home with you, what do you do to service them for any time after that? Taxation and bookkeeping, very, very important. So you have to be a really good bookkeeper to reduce your tax. You have to spend time on your bookkeeping and also find a good accountant. A good accountant will actually save you money, although they're more expensive, to save you from getting audit, right? And do not spend your GST. If you spend your GST at the end of the year, when you have to pay GST back, you don't have the money. Also, put away 30% of your income for CRA. It's for your income tax. So there are some softwares you can use, QuickBook, Zhou, and I use Excel for bookkeeping, right? Excel's pretty easy to use, and if you learn it, it's pretty handy. So you have to know which part you're missing to be successful. So Luxmore has mentorship programs. You can become a mentor if you're good at something, right? And you can choose a mentor to help you. And we have top agents in our brokerage like Serena, who is really successful on luxury homes in Vancouver West Side. And Wendy is really successful on West Vancouver luxury homes. Jason Liu, he's very successful basically Richmond, Vancouver. And Judy Do is very successful also Vancouver, Richmond. Judy Wei, same thing. Edward is very, very young. He's about 20 something, 30 maybe, and he has earned over $1 million in commission. He's very, very good at closing clients and social with clients. So you have to learn from all those top agents from around you. And also for suggestions or something you need about real estate knowledge, you can call me. I'm your manager. So any successful people like Tiger Woods, Michael Jordan, and even Kobe Bryant and LeBron James, they all have a mentor. They have a coach, right? So there are some other channels you can use, YouTube, right? I have a YouTube channel called Vancouver Real Estate Knowledge. You can search and learn from the channel. So it's got commercial, residential, paperwork training, and contract trainings, etc. So you can call me anytime if you like to become a realtor or you want to become a good realtor and learn how to do real estate. So I'll be here every day in the office, or I can be reached on my phone. So it's very, very easy to reach me. That's everything for today. And I hope you have some idea, learn something, how to becoming a realtor. Even though you might be a very experienced realtor in the business for 10 years, probably you'll get some new ideas from this video today. Okay, thank you everybody. And I'll see you in 2 weeks.